Okay, it's almost Christmas and I thought I'd give a wonderful present for you. So here's a comprehensive tutorial on how to play Vergil in Dissidia 012 Duodecim Final Fantasy for the PlayStation Portable Go.
Now, first thing you're going to notice with Vergil is his brown hair and how sexy it is. But once you get past that, you will see he's got a lot of range on his moves. All of them are unseeable, and all of them deal a crap ton of damage. Half of them lead into one another, so it's like playing in a sandbox and combining all of your sandcastles with each other in your desired order. It's so much fun in the process. So now that you have decided to pick this character, you'll want to know what to do with this Sun Spider. He's got a great assist building assets, and he generates a ton of meter by just landing hits. It's almost like playing Zero, who generates meter by just landing 200 hits in his bread and butter that do 20% damage. Now, what we will want to do when the match begins is jump in the air and do this move right here. Yeah, it's dead end, like the composition in Final Fantasy VIII, and you should mark this move as hidden missiles, okay? Because these goddamn fireballs track to no end and have a lot of hits on each on hit, so you can actually press her with dead end into a full combo. All that at the beginning of the match. Cool, huh? Once you get past throwing your hidden missiles on the field, it's time to get dirty. Depending on the character, you'll want to stay on the ground or go straight to the air. But do know that Vergil can play an amazing ground game, no matter where he is. Even in the air, he's going down all the time. Let me show you. See? Going to the ground all the time, so he plays an amazing ground game. Never underestimate this guy's ground game. Is that cool? So, when you dash in, this is your go-to move. This is essentially your standing gauge, or a fishing rod, in other words. You use this at all times to space, bait combos, and just annoy the hell out of your opponent because it reaches far beyond human reckoning. Alright. So, once you hit your opponent with standing H, it's time to go for pro. The basic bread and butter is to do standing H into rapid slash and dodge cancel it into hidden missiles. Like that. Or if you are in range, you can do high time, heavily delayed second hit, and dodge cancel it into an infinite. Let me show you. Okay. This is high time, okay? This is high time, alright? Now you got that down. See, that's an infinite because of the landing frames, during which the opponent cannot do anything meterless. So, this is the most low damage infinite that is out there, but the meter you gain with this is astounding over the course of, say, 2 minutes. The timing is a bit straight for a newbie like you who just started playing Vergil, but don't worry, it's simply a matter of pressing 2 conveniently placed buttons simultaneously in a rhythm. You should have it down by 3 hours. If you don't feel confident in spending that much time to learn an infinite though, you can always finish high time by just mashing it into the easiest combo ever. Like so. Make sure you have Jack as an assist, so you can capitalize on starting the combo all over again with standing H, and then link it into the infinite that I just mentioned. Alternatively, you can just mash Judgment Cut. Players will have to do just frame dodge in order to escape it, so if you put your gate horn on, it's a guaranteed HP combo. Let me show you. Yeah, that's a Judgment Cut. Alright. Whew, that was a lot of information to comprehend in one shot, but fear not, you can always rewind to hear the same thing again, so you can reserve that extra brain cell for something else like Lady Gaga's new album. So in short, do shit with standing H into infinite, or mix up with high time or rapid slash. If you play aerial faggots like Dante here, you might want to go after him because of his stupidly good ranged game and his obnoxiously good dash speed. I already mentioned hidden missiles, but this is where Vergil really shines, and on the majority of the cast really. So in the air, your go-to move is Stinger. This move right here, it's Stinger. It's unseeable, runs on complete global hit confirmation, and does a lot of damage. Let me just show you. It's also an essential assist builder in the air and a great bulk with zero cooldown. I mean, this is the move everybody hates, but let me tell you its secret weakness. If your opponent dodges backwards midair and the character has a decent drop speed, like Cloud Stripes, you won't hit them because Stinger's hitboxes is not as stupidly oriented as, say, Cloud 2. You should use Stinger whenever you're in mid to close range, because it's a really good move, but don't get predictable with it. Having someone block your Stinger will spell a certain momentum shift, and in the fish you will lose your meter. But that's where Hellbreaker comes in. Hellbreaker is the exact opposite of Stinger. It's seeable even by a retarded donkey, runs on YOLO, and does little damage on its own. This is a move everybody forgets, but its underlying strength is that its priority is melee mid, meaning people foolish enough to expect a Stinger with a regular block, it will get staggered, and then you can proceed to Stinger them right up the butt. Wow. I'll show you. See? That's how it works. Mixing up this move with Stinger is just as important as remembering it, as people may expect Stinger from you, because as a Vergil player, you don't have to think much about your approach. I made it very clear that Stinger is your go-to move in the air. If you still remember hidden missiles from the beginning of the video, this move is for every other situation, where you are not within Stinger's range. This is your ultimate pressure tool and can only be assist punished with a hard lead because of its low cooldown, and all three missiles coming to the assist phase at once. The missiles have a very good tracking and hit stun on it, so you can actually go for something like a Kuda assist, hidden missile and teleport, and do half a Stinger, and then do Stinger again. If the missiles hit the opponent after you first half a Stinger. Long story short, do Stinger and Hellbreaker at mid-range, and hit missiles when you're not at mid-range. Really easy to master. Now, to cover some of the basics of health points, Judgment Cut is a really fast single HP attack that goes through low priority projectiles, and is an essential part of Vergil's low factor. Although it only hits once, it can actually hit multiple times if the third hits don't outright connect, so retarded bear monkeys who use jet cannot simply jet block it. You should use this to punish opponents with assist because of its quick startup with a great absorb effect. You can do it in the air too, so you can make those scrubs really salty from using the same move over and over again. See, it looks exactly the same. If you play a really good matchup like against Jekt, you can change out all this melee string and just use Judgment Cuts for the freest HP damage ever. Congratulations! Now you know how to punish characters who have very hard time approaching Vergil safely, so you made this matchup's 9-1 in his favor. Yeah! Vergil can also throw Blistering Sword. This move here. Vergil can also throw Blistering Sword to break through people at mid-range. He's got excellent tracking until the moment the sword hits to the ground, and leads to an assist.
How do you like that? You want the ace for relief?
And then there's, Revolver Ocelot is a real plumber, as you can probably tell by the fact it has Ocelot in its name. Ocelots are proud creatures, prefer to hunt alone, and that is exactly what Vergil is. An introvert with a high sense of solitude, so this is a perfect move for him. It's basically a rape train that never ends, generates a crap tons of EX, and it's not assist punishable in his cooldown. You can use Revolver Ocelot to stall matches and simply build assist, because if you mix up the freely releasable cooldown even a little bit, the opponent will never hit you anyhow. Wow, this raid time is so accelerating! That's so different from simply changing the attack! In this Rising Sun, it's mostly for every other situation that the aforementioned HP moves cannot handle. You have to live only once to make this work, so make sure you can mash it harder, better, faster, stronger. Once you have landed a hit with Vergil, you can take advantage of one of his never-ending strengths, and that is his Devil Trigger.
Lion's heart.
Devil Trigger is Vergil's true form, as it increases his range and damage by tenfold. See, that was a lot of damage. And you can actually break people by landing a single stinger on the Devil Trigger. This is what makes Vergil S tier, because of his great EX generation, and his workload for it pays off every time he gets a full EX bar to work with. His EX burst Maximal Vergil is a bit lackluster, especially official, but nevertheless remains a cooler version of Onion Slash. So, now you're proficient Vergil, and some scrub on ad hoc party decides to follow in your footsteps and picks up Vergil. What do you do? Well, the way I see it, you can play a Vergil mirror in two different ways, either zoning or rushdown. Either Vergil will always be doing the other, and only one person can lead the tango, so if you see Vergil dashing towards you, start throwing out standing H's and revolver ocelots, and so he'll never hit you. Likewise, if you see him doing hidden missiles, or use the fishing rod, you should rush him down with Stinger and High Time immediately. The victory is decided by the player who plays the aforementioned role better, so this only comes with little practice. Don't be afraid to lose a match or two, because you're still a learning son of Sparta. And you can always ask yourself,
Why isn't this working?
and see if there was something missing. The only thing you know for real though is that more blood will be shed, so don't get in a bad mood. Using Vergil is a lot of fun and is highly rewarding once you master what I told you. And that's it for the guide. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. Bye bye.